And the Red Raiders will kick it away to start. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. So Houston's offense will get first crack at it here. And, David, we've got a quarterback today who's been known for making enough plays when his team needs them.
Yeah, and listen, he's a guy that this offense is built around him. But, Jesse, he's not the guy that's going to take over. He needs the running game to get going. He needs the passing game. He needs a little bit of balance. Really good football player, but he needs the help of the quality teammates around him.
Yeah, you're right. I think the one thing we've seen with this guy is he's got to get into a rhythm in games early, right? And so whether it's running the football or getting a few completions early to get his confidence going, because once that happens, he's very, very good.
Out of the gun, the running back has it. He's going to lose a yard on that one. Houston sends the punt team onto the field. They'll have to boot it away for the first time tonight. Boots his first of the day away. He was called on 4 times in the victory last week. So the Texas Tech Red Raiders offense will get the ball for the first time. And what a performance, an aerial show from this guy in the last game, and he has to have a ton of confidence coming into this one, David.
Yeah, it was a great week. And watching that tape before this game, like you could tell, man, he was seeing it quick. The ball was coming out, just touchdowns at will.
There he goes! And this offense is feeling it as they rip off a big chunk of yardage, and they've got it on the 22.
And it's frustrating as a defense when you give up that first down and you give up that pass play. But here we go with this offense. They're right back on the ball. You got to flush that. You got to get lined up, and you got to communicate.
Some hard running there, but just too many defenders as he stopped for a loss. The Red Raiders now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Dropping back, it's McKinnon. He's got him. And they get to him and knock him down to prevent a big gain. Now facing a 3rd and long. And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19.
And that's a good response by this defense. They gave up some yards, obviously some plays, more than they wanted to, but when it got to the area in the scoring zone, in the area where it really matters, nice job on 3rd down, getting the sack, and possibly forcing the field goal.
Now on 4th down, they'll send out the field goal unit. The kicker will reach for a 36-yard attempt. Smashes it between the uprights. And with that, they break the seal on the scoring. It's 3-0.
Man, these late-night crowds are so much fun. They're so into it, so much energy in this building. And the visiting team drives down the field. Tell you what, drive stalls out a little bit, but they quieted this place a little bit by getting 3 and starting this game off on the right foot.
On the move from inside his 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. The give to the back. Finds some space, enough to get 5 to the 22. The Cougars with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down. Sends it back in motion. Now on the option. Now the toss. Turning it on! And he caught that pitch in stride and was off to the races. A big gain and a 1st down for this offense. Using his feet. Makes a stop in the backfield. He'll lose 4. The Cougars trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. After the run, now to throw. Oh, on a play, it's intercepted. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
And he makes a play in the back end. Nice job reading the pass, and that's his 2nd of the season. This guy, unbelievable job seeing the quarterback, breaking on the quarterback, and going and getting that big play.
Texas Tech ready to send the offense back onto the field. So they've put up some early points and now to build on this 3-0 lead. Throws to the wideout. Catch in the middle, it's done. He is down at the 1. A terrific perfect run after the throw and catch.
I'll tell you, this guy has to get touches early in games. They're doing a good job of that right now. He's so dangerous once he has the ball in his hands. And I think if you're on offense, you move him around and you find more creative ways to get him involved.
Go straight ahead. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Red Raiders.
This is a guy that put a lot of pressure on himself coming into this season. He felt like he was ready to have a breakout year. He knew he had all the tools in the toolbox to be able to get it done, and he's showing it. That's his 10th rushing touchdown on the season.
Ready to try the point after. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Fellas, who knows how things are going to finish up in the Big Ten this season, but this is a game to keep in mind. Michigan proved it is battle-tested and capable of winning any place, any time after this one. And just think of the confidence this Wolverines team gained today. Invaluable, if you ask me. Iron sharpens iron, and you just know a Big Ten matchup like this is going to go a long way in telling the story of each of these teams' seasons.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. The option look. Gets the nose of the ball to the 25, give him one. And the Cougars lining up, just needing a few tough inches on third down. And he just needed a few inches, and the defense was surly and nasty and said, no, sirree. They booted away. Fields the punt and tries to find an opening. He was able to get that ball up to the 48-yard line before he stopped on the return. Looking to pass. It's McKinnon. Here's a heat. Makes the grab. Good pickup, a little bit short of the sticks. And the Red Raiders can really attack on this second and short. The play action fake. Zings it complete to the right. He works his way inside the 30 down to the 29 and picks up a first down. Here comes the option. And how about the efficiency on that one? It'll bring up 2nd and 4. The Red Raiders with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Gonna swing it on 2nd down. Wide open downfield. Touchdown, Red Raiders! Made the grab and took it on in for the score. They've extended the lead and taken control here in Week 9. The big tight end, always able to make the defense pay.
And tight ends have evolved so much in football. Man, these guys are like wide receivers now, and you see why. Got the athletic ability, the big bodies. Throw it to them, and they'll make big plays for you.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And he did get that extra point through the slippery surface, no problem. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead.
17, Houston, 0.
On the run from inside his own 5. Able to find enough room to get it out across the 25. He's brought down at the 26. The Houston offense comes onto the field. They haven't exactly burst out of the starting blocks, and they picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover. And we'll see the offense make its way onto the field here, hoping for a successful drive. They'll send the back in motion. Touch pass on the right. Really nice pickup on that one as they get it to the 36. It'll be first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They'll move the wide receiver. To the air, it's McKinnon. Fires to the wideout. And his throw is incomplete. Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. off the play fake. He'll take a shot. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. It'll be 3rd and long. They just keep firing. Release to the back. Using the quick game. They've got it just outside the red zone. They'll move the chains. It's at the 21. Wants to throw on 1st down. He let the thing fly quickly, but he couldn't make the connection. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Looking to fire. Finds his big tight end.
Offenses don't like being in these situations. They don't like having little success on 1st and 2nd down because now you know I got to pass the football. I got to air it out. It makes me really predictable. So let's make sure you take care of the football and find those plays you really like.
Fires to the tight end. They get him stopped at the 5-yard line, but it will be 1st and goal from there. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he'll get this one back to the line of scrimmage, but no farther than that. Can the defense stop them again on 2nd and goal? The run up the middle, trying to find his way to the goal line. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Red Raiders.
Number 32.
That, his 40th career touchdown run.
This guy's had a lot of success throughout his career, but 40 touchdowns is something that's pretty commendable, David. He continues to challenge himself each and every game and every year to get better.
Yeah, just the consistency has been so impressive. The offense is built around him. Like, he's going to get the football, he's going to be featured, and still finds the end zone week after week.
The kick is up and good, and put one more on the lead. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd.
Houston, 0.
And he takes this from inside the 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Here comes the Houston offense once again. He'll start this drive going to the air. Caught in the backfield, it's Dugan. The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage.
Brings up 2nd down.
Wants to go up top. Bringing the heat. Looking deep. Complete in the middle. They'll get him on the ground at the 46, and it'll be a 1st down.
Well, Reese, you and I were talking about this before the game. How is this defense going to be able to deal with all the speed they have offensively? You saw them just rip off a big play.
And, Jesse, now their head's spinning just a little bit. Give up a big chunk play, and it's right back at them. Under fire. He wants to take the top off. And this is dropped. Oh, my goodness. Sometimes you're just too open. Wide receiver comes in motion. On 2nd down, he'll try to make the connection this time. Caught in the backfield, it's Jackson. And he's able to bounce off one tackle, but still not a whole lot of running room. 3rd and short from the 49. Is this 4-down territory? From the gun, wants to pass. And it's an incomplete pass over the middle. Houston will be forced to punt.
Number 10, on to kick it away.
It'll go out of bounds, and we'll see where they mark it. It's going to be right around the 35. First play of this drive comes from the 35-yard line. Makes the catch. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. And now on 2nd down for this offense. Looking to throw, it's McKinnon. Working that left side now. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. And the Red Raiders are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. They'll try to get the first through the air. Got his man downfield. Hits him with a stiff arm. They'll ride him out of bounds after the good pickup spotted at the 25-yard line. The Red Raiders have it with a 1st and 10. The give from the gun. Got the 1st down. Looking for more. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
First down, you know you always want to establish the running game. How about this offense? Nothing fancy. Run the football, be physical, get a big gain.
And the Red Raiders are on the move. Right back to the well. He was looking for some place to put his foot in the ground, but the defense was everywhere, and he's knocked down behind the line. Second down, they'll go to the air. Finds his big tight end. Touchdown, Red Raiders! And they take it in for 6 more points.
How explosive is this offense, right? They rev it up so quickly. Speed, playmaking ability, versatility, running, throwing, NFL talent all over the place. And after that last touchdown, they've already blown this game wide open. And guys, we're not even through the first quarter yet.
Going to need to step up to make sure this one doesn't get out of hand as the second quarter is about to get underway. Kicker has everything lined up and about set to get this one underway. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. And the coverage team gets the returner on the ground. The Houston offense ready to go back to work. They hope to be able to cash in on this drive, David, after having to punt it last time.
Yeah, and I think this offense needs to start it with the first play. You need to be successful and productive on that first play, and it gets you in less predictable situations.
No doubt, too. And don't you just feel like there's a little bit more sense of urgency on this drive? It just feels like they've got to be able to...
Breaks into the open. A little more space. Open up that playbook even more as they pick up the first down out to the 30. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Gets it past the first down marker and still running. And he's brought down after a nice gain. This offense has been sluggish to say the least, but finally they're on the move on 1st and 10. After the pickup of 9, it's 2nd and 1. The Cougars with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Second down, he'll throw it. And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hit. Ball's at the 47. They're looking at a 3rd down and short. He'll sneak it and try to surge forward. And he needed just a single yard, and he did not get it. What a stout play by this defense. Punt is on its way. Not going to get a chance to field that one, and the punt will bounce out of bounds. Texas Tech has it back, and the Red Raider offense on its way to the field. They'll leave it with the lone back. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play. Back to throw, it's McKinnon. Got away from trouble and got rid of it. And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit. Let's see what call they have on 3rd and long from the 28. Here comes the heat. They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20.
And that's an interesting call, going play action on 3rd and long, because the defense is not worried about you handing the football off. That's not freezing anybody, especially these defensive ends. They're going right up the field, and you saw that time the pocket collapse as they were able to get to the quarterback.
The Red Raiders will punt this one away. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. First one of the day is off. He was called on 3 times in that victory last week. Houston sending the offense back onto the field. That last drive won't go on the highlight reel after ending in a punt. They'd like to be more productive this time, David.
And I think this offense has to be a little bit more balanced. Find a little balance between the run, Jesse, and working in that pass.
And I think, too, David, it's just going to take a spark. It just takes one play to get this thing picked up and going.
The Cougars with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. He'll pull it on the read. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. How aggressive might this play call be on 3rd and short from the 46? Quarterback on the keeper. He gets it to the 38-yard line, and they'll pick up a fresh set of downs. Houston getting set, looking at 1st and 10. Running back searching for a hole. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Back to pass. Fakes the grab. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup. And the Cougars come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep the drive moving. Tight end now in motion. From the gun, he'll try to throw for it on 3rd down. And here's the 3rd interception of the night. Finally brought down, but what a play, not only to get the football, but to flip the field position with the return.
Timing has to be so good. When you're throwing at his own defense over the middle of the field, the ball's got to come out specifically on time because these windows close really quickly. Ball there thrown a little bit late. As a result, it's an INT.
Texas Tech ready to send the offense back onto the field. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, and hoping for better fortune this time around. Off the RPO, complete. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that 1st down marker. To throw, it's McKinnon. Unloads to the wideout. Got it in the middle, it's done. Touchdown, Red Raiders! He got loose, and it was lights out after that.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. And listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And he made the extra point without problem. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Dynamite matchup this week, fellas. Let's show you what's going down. Rice fell behind early, and it's been an uphill climb since. Thing is, this is a program that's worked the portal about as well as anyone. These kids are tough and could just find a way. It's just a field goal game. They're trailing by 3 to Washington State. Any big developments in this one, we've got you covered with the best studio team in the business, gentlemen.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Fires to the big fella. They'll make the stop, but the chains will move. It's a 1st down for Houston. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. Creates a little room. Pretty good effort on that one to work his way up to the 42. Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. The give out of the gun. And this one will be stopped for no gain. When you've already sent your punter out 4 times, at least he knows he's going to get his varsity letter, and his leg might get a bigger workout if they don't convert. Under fire! Time running out, and he goes down at the 34.
And listen, the quarterback drops back, and he's going through his progressions. We see zone, but just couldn't do anything about it. This defensive line, this pressure, getting to the quarterback, getting him on the ground.
Houston sends the punt team onto the field. This will be the 5th kick of the night. Yet another punt on the way. Got to make sure that hamstring stays loose. He's been busy. He gets it up to the 34-yard line before he stopped, and that's where the offense will set up shop.
Will take over. 1st and 10.
They'll give it to the back. Hard running there. Didn't get much done on that run. He'll fight his way out and maybe pick up a yard. Right back to the well. Just sort of a relentless run, getting everything that was available to him, and they'll mark him down at the 40. To the air, it's McKinnon. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf. And the Red Raiders will send out the punt unit. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Signals for the fair catch and hauls it in just shy of the 30. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. Going right to work up top. Grabbed over the middle. It's Jackson. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few. Backed up now. Here's second and long. Looking to fire. Throws to the wideout. Finds a man in the middle. And they don't drag him down until he gets all the way to the 46-yard line. Looking to throw on first down. Caught over the middle. It's Dugan. Found a little bit of room to operate, but he'll be stopped just short of the first down. They're looking for an advantage in the running game to the right. Oh, he's got some space. Guided out of bounds at the 22. Good play for this offense as they are threatening to score. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and a score on this drive would do wonders for their confidence. Houston coming to the line with a new set of downs. Looking to throw on first down. Rushes on him. Caught. And he'll step across the sidelines after making a good gain on that one. They'll line up for a second down play. Wants to go up top. Quickly complete. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab. The Cougars are facing third and inches. They'll try to move the chains on the ground. He gives them a fresh set of downs, and this one will be first and goal from the 6. And now a chance not only to cut into the lead, but play it just right, and maybe the other team doesn't even get a chance to answer. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go.
Yeah, and you see some people get upset with offsides on the defense. I call it the cost of doing business. It's just part of being great off the football. Sometimes you'll guess, and some...
He's trying to get it in. And he motors into the end zone. Touchdown, Houston.
You got to wonder if that's going to be the play that changes the momentum in this game for the offense. It had been tough. They were up against it here early in the game, but the quarterback now starting to find a little bit of a rhythm. Really nice touch and throw on that touchdown. And here we go. This might be the play that gives them their confidence.
He'll try to tack on one more. Bangs it through for an extra point. An impressive 66-yard touchdown drive. They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. Looking for an alley from inside his own 10. And the returner runs out of real estate as he goes down. Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. Leaves it with the back. Good, solid run on that one as he gets it up to the 33-yard line. The Red Raiders in a good spot here with second and short. Looking for a man. It's McKinnon. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. On the option. He'll have enough to move the chains. It's first down at the 38. Clock still running, almost certainly the last play of the half. From the gun, he leaves it with the back. Got the first down and more. They'll knock him down, and that'll take us to halftime. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Thanks, fellas. Perfect chance for us to put the first 2 quarters under the microscope. And we'd be remiss if we didn't start this halftime report by giving props to this superstar tight end. He's been almost, you know what, check that. He has been unguardable with that unusual blend of speed, size, hands, and route running. He is a pick-your-poison kind of player. And with that, let's send it back to the guys in the cage in Southeast Texas.
The Cougars will kick it away first, and we'll start the second half. From inside the 10, here he comes. Finds just enough space to cross the 25. Let's mark it at the 27-yard line. Texas Tech has it back, and the Red Raider offense on its way to the field. Let's see if they can keep that first half momentum rolling. Good, solid run on that one as he gets it up to the 33-yard line. And the Red Raiders can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Back to pass. Fires to the wideout. On target over the middle. Just gashing this defense. A big gainer to the 40-yard line.
Well, this defense is going to have to find a way to start mixing up their coverages. They're in a tough spot. They're down right now, so most people would think the opponent would be running the ball, but when you've had the success these guys have had throwing it, you're going to see more shot plays, and you better change your looks up to try and get a takeaway to get back in this game.
And he goes out of bounds after a nice pickup on that one.
Out of bounds at the 32. Second down.
Wants to throw again. Trying to set up the screen. Oh, what a cut! Touchdown, Red Raiders! Nice catch and good work afterwards to get it into the end zone.
Number 32.
Like a Thanksgiving turkey. They're just being carved. No shot. They have no idea how to get in this quarterback's head.
He's on fire. Everything he's doing is working defensively. We got to figure something out. We got to try to do something a little bit different, bring more pressure. At this rate, shoot, he's on so much fire, you might as well just send everybody. Blitz everybody, live with the results, because everything else ain't working anyways.
And the extra point just tacks a little bit more onto this huge lead. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. From inside the 10-yard line, he'll bring it back. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. The Houston offense comes onto the field. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. There he goes. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down.
Well, that's why this running game can be so dynamic. This guy is special when he has the football in his hands. He can make people miss, he can run with power, and he also has speed. You saw it on that last play.
All right, great little run there. Listen, it wasn't phenomenal. He didn't get a first down, but what does it do? Now it makes second down easier. The play caller looking at his sheet going, all right, I can throw it, I can run it, still in a great position, ready to stay ahead of the chains.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
Oh, and they'll try to catch him with a pass. Got it in the middle. It's Dugan. They make the stop at the 33, but 10 yards on that play and a first down. Pucks it out of the air. Now he's got it all the way down to the 21-yard line, and they are threatening on first down. Use the play fake. Now to throw. And the rush will get to him at the 25.
The defense just simply not fooled by the play action. Oftentimes as an offense, you're hoping the run fake's going to slow down those pass rushers, but man, oh man, they had their ears pinned back.
And the Cougars have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's second and a mile. Now the play fake. Flushed out of the pocket. And this defense is bringing the heat. Another sack. He is a menace rushing the passer. Career sack number 20.
I mean, some people just have a knack from getting to the quarterback. What a great job throughout his career. Getting there, getting him down, getting pressures. He has been a quarterback's worst nightmare.
I was just going to say, David, you don't sleep well as a quarterback the night before you have to play against this guy because he is going to sack you. That is a guarantee. Death, taxes, and sacks for that guy.
On third and long, doesn't need to take the check down. Grabbed behind the line, it's Jackson. Absolutely nowhere to go as this defense makes a third down stop. And on fourth down, they'll try to put 3 on the board. Right down the boulevard, it's good. Let's not say they cut into the deficit with that field goal. Maybe just, I don't know, tweaked a little bit of their way with their fingernail. So they're lining up to kick it off after that last drive. Put a 3 spot on the board, and now the defense will try to shut him down. From inside his own 10, let's see what he gets. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Texas Tech ready to send the offense back onto the field. They're starting this drive with a massive lead, and they just want to finish strong. Now after that run, they're in pretty good shape at the 30-yard line. The Red Raiders can really attack on this 2nd and short. Back to pass, it's McKinnon. Finds the tight end. Turning it on! And he is marked out of bounds after another big gain. This aerial attack has had no problem moving the ball with chunk plays. Offense lines up for a 1st and 10 from the 43. The give to the running back from the shotgun.
Yeah, and listen, offensively, you run the RPOs. You just want positive yards, make the right read the guy. If he wants to drop back a little bit, hand it off, get some positive yards, go on to the next play.
Fires to the tight end. That had all the makings of bug meat windshield, but how about the little corner taking on the big tight end and keeping him from getting the first? They thought they could just run it on 3rd and short, but this defense was there to make the stop. And the Red Raiders will call on their punt team. And you couldn't ask for much more than that. A perfectly placed punt pins them inside the 5. Leaves it with the back. Pushes his way for a couple and gets it to the 7-yard line. Got 3 on 1st down at 2nd and 7. Looking to fire. A little too much on that one, just out of his reach. They couldn't make the connection on 2nd down. Now a 3rd and 7 to keep the drive alive. From the gun, wants to pass. Almost had the completion, just missed it. Houston will be forced to punt. We've seen a lot of the punt team 6 times tonight. He just wanted to get it out of there from his end zone. Not able to pop the big return, but they've got the ball back and ready to go with a fresh possession. Texas Tech has it back, and the Red Raider offense on its way to the field. Here's the handoff. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play. Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. They'll go to the ground. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Wants to throw. It's McKinnon. A little screen to the running back. No, sirree. Not this time. The defense was there and ready for that one. The Red Raiders decide to punt it away. 3 and out, and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. They're able to put a stop to that return right at the 30-yard line. Offense making its way onto the field to start the drive. Handoff from the gun. Finding a way to put that foot in the ground and get it up to the 37-yard line. The Cougars with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down. Grabbed in the middle, it's Jackson. And they'll pick up the 1st down and mark it at the 47. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. And they can't make the connection. So now it's 2nd and long. Snap it to the back. And a decent gain there before the defense makes the stop. They'll snap it from the 48 on 3rd and short. From the gun, the running back tries to hit the hole. And the defense is swarming to keep him from getting to the 1st down. Houston sends the punt team onto the field. They'll look to pin him deep. And nobody able to handle that punt, and they'll let it bounce and roll out of bounds. Texas Tech ready to send the offense back onto the field. Unloads quickly. And that's a very productive 1st down play and bringing up 2nd and 3.
Brought down at the 33. 2nd down.
Wants to go up top. Pocket breaking down. They're working that left side. They get him down at the 49, but not before he picks up 15. It'll be a first down from the 49-yard line. Fires to the big fella. Excellent job rallying to the ball, and they knock him down. Here comes the offense on second down.
Brings up second down.
Finds his big tight end. They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a first down. And the Red Raiders have their offense in high gear. Receiver on the move gets the touch pass. He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up.
Second down coming up.
Looking to throw, it's McKinnon. Throws to the tight end. He's got an open man. Touchdown, Red Raiders! Made the grab and then did the rest himself, and they put points on the board.
Number 46.
Man, this guy is an elite tight end. This guy is a dude. He keeps making plays like this. We're going to start comparing him to Brock Bowers and Kyle Pitts. The run after the catch, the big body, the athletic ability. He has it all.
Lining up for the PAT.
On for the extra point.
And with that extra point, the lead remains in the gargantuan category. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. Rice has the lead right now, but they haven't been able to separate themselves just yet inside this building that hosted Super Bowl VIII. They're up by 10 over Washington State. We will be
for the fourth time tonight, it's an interception. They got him down pretty quickly after the pick, but now they've got it at the 15-yard line.
And that's such a great job of seeing the play, seeing it unfold, breaking on the football, making the interception, and you will absolutely never forget getting that first career INT, that big play, that big moment.
Texas Tech has it back, and the Red Raider offense on its way to the field. That last drive, an absolute aerial assault for the touchdown, Jesse.
But it was a nice job in play calling, too, David, just giving the quarterback some easy looks and reads so he could go out and execute.
And he knew exactly where to go with the football. Everything looked really, really easy. He was hot. The ball was coming out of his hands. The defense better do something different.
And he'll run it into the end zone. Touchdown, Red Raiders!
Texas Tech.
If this dude were a kitchen knife, he would be slicing tomatoes so thin your in-laws would never come back to your house.
Well, that'd be a good thing. I don't know if I want my in-laws to come back anyways, but he's been on fire. He's been absolutely torching this defense. They've had absolutely no answers for him.
They'll try to add another to their lead.
For the extra point.
And they did tack on the extra point, by the way, knocked it right down the middle. They didn't have a whole lot of real estate in front of them when they took over possession, but they wasted no time. Couple of plays into the end zone. He'll start the return inside his 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. A lot of work to do as this drive will start from the 16-yard line. Makes a connection. He'll step out of bounds right at the 35-yard line, and maybe they've got something cooking.
I know the offense is down by a lot here in the second half. You just need one big play, though, to spark the offense, get the confidence going, and they may have found it right there in that completion. Good throw, good catch. Now we got to keep it going.
After taking another look just to confirm everything, the officials on the field got it right. The play will stand. The hand to the running back. And they're able to shove him to the turf as they stop him for a short gain. Snagged in the middle. It's Jackson. Defense makes the tackle, and that will probably be the final play of the third quarter. That's the end of the period, and it's Texas Tech holding the lead. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up.
Houston, 10.
I guess if you're an optimist, the stage is set for a massive fourth quarter comeback. So we open the final period with a third down play. Back to throw, it's Reed. Unloads it left. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover.
And as a defensive lineman late in the game, man, when you know it's pass, you're pinning your ears back, trying to get to the quarterback, and DBs are trying to do this. Pad them stats, get the INT. Nice job by this D.
Texas Tech ready to send the offense back onto the field. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they wanted to do. Build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect him.
You can tell they were paying attention in practice this week in the film room because they have gone out, everybody right now on the same page.
And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. To the ground to try to move the chains. They tried to go smash mouth on third and short, and it did not work against this defense. He'll get away another punt. He's been really active today, and no doubt he's going to earn his varsity letter. They'll go back to work on offense. They're going to open this drive with a pass. Grabbed behind the line. It's Flood. Quick throw, but he's not going anywhere. The defense was all over it. The Cougars with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Dumps it off in the flats. And he tried to string out that run, but there was nowhere to turn it upfield, and he's forced out of bounds for a loss. Pressure coming. They're setting up the screen. Out across the 20, they'll mark him out of bounds right at the 21-yard line. Houston will be forced to punt. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. And the returner could find no daylight. He goes down. Texas Tech has it back, and the Red Raider offense on its way to the field. Looking for a man. It's McKinnon. Got his man quickly. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
Well, the defense playing zone coverage there. They're taking away all of the QB's primary options down the field, so he has to check it down to the drag running underneath.
Picked up some yardage with that completion, now second down. Going to the running game. Big time play by the defense. He'll lose 4. Now facing a third and long from the 50-yard line. He'll take it himself. Makes it past the marker.
And how about the QB? We haven't seen it all game long, man. Nice job coming up big in a big moment in the fourth quarter. He says, nobody there, takes off, does it with his feet, and gets the first down.
Quickly complete. He'll get it down to the 31, and that's where he goes out of bounds. The Red Raiders with a second and short to keep this drive moving. They go to the ground. Brought down at the 25 after a 5-yard gain. It'll be a first down. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. To the ground. He's got it again. Going to be a gain of about 3 down to the 21. Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. Leaves it with the running back. They'll give him maybe 1 on the play. It's down to the 20. They'll try to move the chains on third down from their own 20. From the gun, running back on the move. He's going to lose a yard on that one. And for the second time tonight, they'll trot out the field goal kicker. He's already put 3 on the board earlier, this time a 38-yard try. He got it. And they just tack on a little more to this gargantuan lead.
And they just tack on more points to this big lead. Listen, fourth quarter was sitting extremely pretty. All we got to do, not give up big plays, make them earn everything they get the rest this way, and we looking pretty good.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. And the returner goes down. Here comes the Houston offense once again. From the gun, leaves it on the inside with the back. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it. Back to throw, it's Reed. Gets it out quickly. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Snagged out of the air. He won't get there. It'll bring up fourth down. Houston sends the punt team onto the field. Fair catch is called for in the midst of all this rain. Concentrate on one thing. Make the catch. The handoff, keep working on that clock. And he's able to bounce off one tackle for a solid pickup. And the Red Raiders in a good spot here with second and short. From the gun, to give, looking for room. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and the clock is definitely on their side. They'll just try to run it out here. Moving into scoring territory at the 36 on first down. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. The Red Raiders now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. To the ground with the back, fighting off the defender. And he fights his way forward, gets away from one, but not much doing on that one. The give to the back. He works his way inside the 30. They'll mark him down at the 29. It brings up fourth down, and let's see what they do. They get the W, and with that being win number 6, looks as if they're going bowling, guys.
And that's a good moment for this squad, right? Like, you start every season, you have big